Look at the world carefully. See people working, some building, some trading, some competing, some thinking. Behind almost every action, there is a tightness, a subtle fear. Fear of loss, fear of failure, fear of being insignificant, fear of death. This fear quietly decides what the mind looks at and what it avoids. Now observe the scientist. The scientist has less fear because they live a life based on knowing. Knowing is divine. It shows what is true and what is right. A way of living that aligns with the world, rather than fighting it. This is not fearful survival, not blind preservation of the self. It is clarity without fear. This clarity is divinity, the natural quality of God's. That is why the scientist sees more clearly than the crowd. Now observe the warrior. The true warrior does not fear death. When fear of death disappears, no deep psychological impression, no sanskara is formed. The mind remains clean. This is why figures like Rama and Krishna are described as warriors, yet utterly free. This is why warrior clans produce the Buddha and the Mahaviras. They are called Mahavira because the greatest courage is not on the battlefield. It is the absence of fear inside. Now understand something subtle. Emotion is intelligence. Emotion decides what enters the working memory. Emotion decides what is recalled, what is suppressed, what is distorted. A fearful mind recalls selectively. It recalls only what protects fear. So perception becomes narrow. Knowledge becomes fragmented. Now imagine this. All fear-based emotions fade. Not suppression, not control. They simply dissolve. Through clear seeing, what remains is pure emotion without fear. This is the state of liberation. In this state, recall happens effortlessly. Whatever is needed for the present thought appears instantly in the mind, without bias, without distortion, without personal agenda. The mind does not search, it sees, and in that seeing, connections that normally take years appear in a fraction of a second. Profound knowledge reveals itself without effort, not as information, but as direct clarity. At that moment, the world loses its grip. Pleasures appear shallow. Achievements appear ornamental. Desires appear repetitive. A depth opens, before which all worldly things look dull and lusterless. This is not rejection of the world. It is surpassing it. This is the highest state a human being can touch in this life. This is the finest fruit of intelligence. After this, there is nothing left to gain, because the mind has reached its natural clarity, and what remains is simple being, clear seeing, and effortless right action. It is Om. It is what remains when fear ends. Fear is movement, striving, becoming. Suffering is not pain. Suffering is action born from fear, action driven by lack, by the idea that something must still be gained. In that still clarity, knowing dawns. There is nothing to gain. There is only knowing. Nothing missing. Nothing incomplete. That resting awareness, free of fear and striving, is Om. Not reached. Not achieved. Simply recognized. It is.